We're doing a podcast here.
Are we? You never know with that guy. Late as usual.
Welcome to Uber Tales. Don't shoot the jet.
You know, it's funny.
Unless he's an asshole like Brad.
Josh
Feel free to
claims
shoot him.
that he was here. Now I want some feedback. Who
He was
listens
out
to
in the parking
show
lot waiting for
thinks
us.
that Josh was actually here?
Yeah,
I
don't-
call bullshit. He was not fucking here.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just come up here?
I was waiting on.
What are you waiting
Bitch,
for
I was waiting
down
on
in the
you,
parking lot?
Bobby.
To do what?
I didn't know you guys.
There's
had arrived
comfortable
yet.
chairs up here. Why
I
wouldn't
was
you
waiting.
just...
I was
Exactly.
waiting on you. I don't like just waiting up here. It's,
Boo hoo.
So what were you thinking
I was
you'd
just
see us
enjoying.
in the
It was
parking lot?
nice.
The parking
it was
lot
nice
was very
outside.
full.
It was nice. The sun.
But were
was
you
on
looking
me.
for
It was...
me?
No, I was waiting for you to text like, "Okay, I'm here" or something. You said we're on our way, so
You
I was
looking
like,
for a
yeah.
ray of sunshine or what?
Yeah, I thought it was a given that we were, gonna be in the studio.
"The fuck up."
It seems a little sketch.
Oh, it is. He was not here on time. He can sit
I'm a
here and
little
say he was
sketchy.
all the
Yeah,
time.
well.
Yes, we know that.
You see, you
Like
It
you
would
upset
be-
now? Bobby's got to write in his fucking diary. Okay,
His mini
got to
diary.
write this little
It's his
fucking
pocket
diary.
diary.
what I think is funny is we're giving excuses, but I don't think Joshua cares enough to make
Oh, he
excuses.
doesn't.
So
He's
why would
he's
he lie
an
about it?
inconsiderate asshole.
To him, he was.
He's always making
I was
people
just
wait.
sitting down there having fun. Screw those guys. Who cares?
Right? Pretty much.
I'll get there when I get there, people.
Fucking asshole.
And we're getting there to the story, guys.
Okay, welcome to Uber Tales. We are such a serious folk. This is a very serious topic today. We're going to be talking about a very serious time in Brad's life when he took some folks or a folk,
A chick.
a chick, girly girl,
Girly girl.
to a place. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Well, yeah,
So
isn't
what-
that the crux of Uber? You take them places?
Yes, I think that is how that whole. I haven't been on one, but I do think that is
But
Yeah.
how
you
it
have
works.
been in an Uber.
I have been.
Yeah, I'm assuming you have.
I've never been in an Uber.
I thought you've at least
Bobby
been in
has
an Uber.
never been in an
He's
Uber.
never
the
ordered
only-
an Uber, but he's been in an Uber.
No. How would I have
Fuck
been in
me,
an
I didn't know that.
No.
okay.
The only Uber I've been in is your car.
Okay.
The Legend of Bobby Grows.
It
Yeah.
sure does.
Yeah,
Damn.
I have never gotten in an Uber that somebody else ordered. No, never even done that.
Well, damn, we got to do that.
Yeah, I've.
Okay, let's.
It's
let's
funny.
do
My
that.
wife has done Ubers.
I know, and that's where I
in-
figured
yeah,
you had
she-
gone with her.
No, yeah, she did it in.
Okay.
Bobby's a real man, drunk or not. He's driving. He's from Texas, damn it. Okay,
That's right.
Don't mess with Bobby.
Don't mess with Bobby. Oh shit. Okay. All right. So we're talking about a fateful day there, Brad. Tell us.
We are.
Yeah, we are. We're doing Brad today. Well, we're not doing Brad. All right,
Bobby,
I'm with
you're
these
doing
guys.
Brad.
Oh my gosh. With you guys.
Hey, I'm not even here right now. Apparently, I'm still sitting in the parking lot.
Sounds about right. We can fill your spot.
I'm not
easy.
even in the studio. Anyone listening? I'm still sitting in my car in a parking lot. Apparently, get on with your
You know,
story,
one of
Brad.
these days we just need to just have you just like come in remotely.
There you
'Cause
go.
I'm tired of waiting for you.
Yeah.
Come in remotely. All right. So what was going on, Brad? What happened? What kind of day was it? What
All
was-
right. So this was actually a snowy day, one of our recent snowstorms that we had. And I got a ping request at about 10 o'clock, 10:30.
10:30 a.m. or p.m.
p.m.
Okay, so it's late.
It
PM.
is.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock at night?
At night.
Oh, I
late.
didn't realize
Okay,
that.
yeah, I didn't realize that either.
Interesting.
Right?
Oh,
Who
that,
knew?
that changes
That
everything.
does change
It sure
everything.
does, right?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Snowstorms at night.
And is it how heavy is the snowstorm?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Oh my
So-
god! Could you give me some?
We were projected
inches.
to have about 6 to 8 inches, and I ended up picking up. I ended up getting this ping.
I was thinking more like 3
About
or
average
4.
for hair, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh crap! We are so
3 or
bad.
4 and
oh my God.
demented little thumbs for Bobby.
4 demented thumbs up.
Demented thumbs.
Absolutely.
Not deformed. Now they've become demented.
Why
Demented,
not?
yeah.
Pretty soon they're gonna grow little horns. Demon thumbs. Yeah.
Hashtag demon thumbs.
Hashtag
fuck.
demon thumb. All right, so it's 10 o'clock at night.
So
You
it's
get
10
the
o'clock
pingy.
at night.
Yeah.
Where you at?
I'm in Salt Lake City. If anybody knows the city, I'm like just on the outskirts of like downtown. I'm on like 45th South and like State Street. And I get this ride. It's a very lucrative ride, and I'm questioning if I should even take it because it's about an hour and a half drive away.
Wow.
So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, okay, there's snow coming down. There's a big snowstorm that just came. It's late at night. I know I'm probably not going to get a ride back. So I'm like, is it even worth it? And something tells me I just need to take the ride. So I accept the ride.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. You're going to be going an hour. How far away?
Hour and a half away.
Hour and a half away, and you're not getting any money for coming back.
Nope.
That's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Why would you take that?
I just had a feeling that I needed to take it.
And the money was probably good or decent too.
Yeah, I mean, it was 3 figures. So, I mean, it was worth it.
So over $100. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I pull up to the pickup spot, and I get a message from the guy, and he says, hey, this ride is for another passenger. It's really important that she gets here. Please don't cancel. And I was like, okay, well, that ties into why I feel that I needed to take it.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Right? So I'm like, okay. So
I'm sure
stuff
you're
over there.
probably curious too. Like, why would he text? Like, why?
Right.
What's the?
Yeah.
Why is it? So, who is this rider?
Yeah.
Like, I would be curious. Like, why does she need to get? Where am I taking her to? That's so
Right.
important.
So I wasn't sure. Like he did say that it was for. I can't remember if it was his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend.
Ooh.
So I was sitting there going like, okay, well, what the
interesting.
hell's going on?
The plot thickens.
Right. So I'm at the pickup spot. I'm waiting, and this girl comes out frantically carrying like this big bag, and she's trying to stuff her clothes into it. So I'm sitting there
What?
going like,
She's
So-
stuffing her.
So a girl's coming out with a big bag of clothes.
Yep.
And she's putting clothes in it as she's coming
Yep.
out. How old is she? How old is this girl?
early 20s.
Early. Okay, so she's younger.
So she's younger.
Okay.
Cute.
I don't want to say like a Megan Fox because I know you're gonna take it with the thumbs. So
God.
I'll say,
She
I'll
was
say
cute,
just,
though.
yeah, she was cute.
Long black hair.
Honestly, I
Like
don't remember.
Megan
It was
Fox.
dark. I couldn't remember.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
Yeah. There
Full
goes,
red
there goes
lips.
all Bobby's fantasy.
Right? I know.
Full
just,
red
just
lips,
down.
though.
Yeah.
Sure.
Full
Sure,
red
Bobby.
lips.
For you.
Red lips for you, Bobby. Little demented. Horny, ugly
Demon
thumbs.
thumbs.
Right.
So
Got it.
Okay, so she's coming out. She's got the
So
clothes.
she's coming out frantically. Like, I'm like, oh shit,
kinda
what am I
weird.
getting myself
Yeah.
into here? I'm like, what the hell?
So she looks disheveled.
She does. So I mean, you can tell she's like kind of like panicked, and I'm sitting here going like, oh,
Oh,
fuck, like
okay.
what kind of situation is going on
And it's
here?
the ex
what
that
do I need to
ordered the
be-
ride.
Yeah.
So you're like, ooh.
So I'm like, what do I need
Maybe
to be aware
maybe he's
of?
kicking
What
her
the
out.
hell?
Maybe that's
Yeah.
the end of the relationship.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
So she gets in the car, and I start, asking her like how she's doing. She's like, well, I'm doing horrible. And we kind of started talking, and I dive into it, and it turns out she's going to Price, Utah, because her mom had just passed away that night.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
it was kind of like one of those like, shit, I don't know what to say here. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know what
that's
to
rough.
do.
That's sad.
It's really sad. So
That's real sad.
as we start going, like we start our drive, and I look at where I'm at because I have a Tesla. I'm looking at my battery percentage, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm looking at my
Like
percentage.
you don't have enough.
I'm at 40%. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't have enough to go 120 miles in the storm, in the cold, to complete this ride.
That's
so
awkward.
So did you
I had to ask her. I'm like, so she's in the back of my car. She's crying.
So
she's
she
sobbing.
told you, hey, I'm going to see my dead mom. She told you that?
She did.
Right when she got in the car?
Well, we started talking, yeah. So, like, I
Oh.
mean, I wanted to make sure she was okay because I didn't know the situation. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So, she's like, yeah, I'm headed to Price because my mom had just passed. So, as we're talking, like I said, she's like, yeah, she's actually still there in the house. The coroner hasn't even come to get the body yet.
Ooh. Did she know? So they didn't even know what she died of, right?
Nope. Didn't even know what she died of.
Just
It
called and
literally
said,
happened like 2
"Your
hours
mom-"
prior.
Oh, wow.
Wow, and she's in her 20s. Mom, probably not very old.
Not at all.
Probably like in her 50s. Yeah.
I would think, yeah.
Did you ever find out what the mom died of? Did she ever find out?
I wish I did, but unfortunately I didn't.
Yeah, that's another thing as an Uber driver. You guys are,
Right.
you're at the heat of the moment, and then
Well, then that's
there's
it. It's
no-
like, yeah, I mean,
I'm sure that happens to you guys a lot where something crazy is going on. You're like, man, I really wish I knew
yeah.
what
Yeah.
the
What
end of
happened.
the
The end
story
The
was.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Which is
100%.
a little weird for our show because we have to leave everybody hanging too.
Right, a little bit of suspense.
Yeah.
So you're like, you know
Yeah.
what, sweetheart? I'm sorry, but
So yeah, so
We need
we're
to
hitting
Charge.
we're hitting like, I mean, I'm realizing this. I'm on
God.
40. I hop on the freeway at like 45th.
Uh-huh.
you ain't even got on the highway yet.
No,
And
and
you're
I'm
like,
looking at it and I'm like, okay. And I tell her, I'm like, hey, I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna have to stop the charge because I want to make sure I can get you there. So I was like, I'll try to put it off as long as I can because I want to make sure that, I can get you there as soon as I can. So I said, but I am going to have to stop somewhere along the way. So I was looking on my Tesla maps to see where the closest charger to you have to take 2 freeways to get to Price. So I was trying to find the closest one to Provo or American Fork that I could charge and still have enough to get there.
Meanwhile, it's snowing pretty good right now. It's coming down.
It's raining, so down in Salt Lake, it's kind of like raining, and you can tell it's probably like 30 degrees, so you can tell it's going to start coming to snow. So it's starting to come down. We're able to
Well,
get...
I don't think it's raining if it's 30.
Okay,
degrees. It's gotta be
34,
snow.
Bobby.
Okay,
Maybe it's
there
like-
you go. Thank you. We gotta keep the integrity of the show.
Yeah, we will die on every hill.
Clearly.
Every town too.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, interesting. Okay. So,
Loyal listeners will get our banter.
Oh, I would
Other
hope
people
so.
first listening to the show
Like,
is
what the fuck are they
in
talking
the-
about?
yeah.
Yeah, what?
Why the hell is this guy talking about towns?
That's just more
And
He needs to
demon
take-
thumbs.
He needs to take a seat.
encouragement to listen to the show. Starting the Cialis.
What is going? How did I start listening to this freaking weird ass?
Right, exactly.
This is not what I expected. Okay, so
So, yeah.
So-
you tell her, what does she say?
She's like, well,
How
okay.
dare
What can she say?
There's nothing
It's-
she can
yeah.
say at that
Oh,
point.
she could say, you should have thought of this when you accepted the
No, her
thingy
mom's
you-
dead.
That's
just
not-
saying.
She's
that's
in
the
her own
furthest,
little world.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true. She's kind of in her own little world.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
we
that's hard.
we get down to
that's
Provo, and I stopped to charge, and I guess it kind of works out because she's a smoker, so she got to get out and smoke and just kind of take a call with I don't know if it was a family member or her boyfriend / ex-husband. I don't know. So she's able to get
Boyfriend
some
/
condolence.
ex-husband. He
Ex-boyfriend.
went from husband to
I said
boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend
Ex / boyfriend, husband,
Yeah, whatever it was.
lover
Okay.
/
whatever.
comma, semicolon,
Yeah.
So
friend I know.
from Provo
Man, that's
to Price, it's about a 70-mile trek. So, but you're going through a 1-lane highway where other cars are coming your way. So, I'm trying to get her to just open up or just let her know that I'm there for her if she needs anything. If she's feeling down or she wants to talk or if she wants to show some emotion, hey, I'm here for you.
Okay.
So I have some tissues that I carry in my car. So I give her a couple tissues because I can hear her sniffling. And she starts kind of opening up to me. And she's like, she was telling me that she felt bad because she moved up to Salt Lake because she's in a recovery program, and where she's staying is a recovery house. So as I'm sitting there taking her, I'm just sitting there, trying to encourage her to continue on and to not let this, halt any progress she's made and to continue down that path of sobriety.
She didn't ask you to go get some drugs?
No, not this time. Here's the question, though, Bobby. Would you have gotten them for her?
The drugs?
Yeah.
No.
That's a hesitation there.
No.
I know Josh would have.
Why? Yeah, throw me out like that. You know what's
'Cause
funny?
you didn't say anything.
You know what's funny is I've never in my entire life done a drug, not even marijuana. Which, I mean, some people don't consider
Fucker,
a drug.
steroids are a drug.
I do not take... that came out of left field.
Steroids.
I do not take
Very
steroids.
much. Only one cycle.
Right.
Only did one cycle.
I've never in my life taken steroids, nor would I.
I have never done any drugs, but I did shoot up heroin once, but that doesn't count because
That
it
one
was
time
a
doesn't
friend
count,
that
right?
did it.
It was a friend of a friend.
It's a friend that
I
did it.
snorted
Right.
crack once, but that was like an accident. I didn't realize.
You thought it was Cialis, right?
Yeah. The guy put some shrooms on my pizza once. I didn't even know that they were psychedelic shrooms.
Do you eat those?
How else would you get it in your body?
No, do you sniff them?
You take-
I don't know what the hell you do
take
with
a
a
mushroom.
shroom.
It's a mushroom.
You
Of course you eat
You
it.
wipe the mushroom on your
okay,
arm.
okay, yeah. Well, listen, no. I heard. So somebody had taught me years and years ago, back when I bartended,
When
that
you did drugs. This was before you became a non-drug person.
I've never done drugs.
I've never done drugs except for that first part, but I don't count that because I wasn't mature.
Yeah, well, I've never done drugs, but I do know people that had said something actually about putting, I think it was either marijuana or something, in your butt, and you actually get higher.
What kind of
faster.
circles do you run in?
Stop! No, I mean it's something I learned from a
Marijuana
person.
in your
I've
being
never
serious.
heard that.
I'm being serious.
You
It
may be,
sounds
but I have
wild.
never
No,
heard that.
I know it sounds wild. That's what I'm saying. It sounds totally wild.
It's called a suppository.
I don't know what it's called.
Time release?
But
I don't know.
It's a legit thing. It's a legitimate thing. Apparently, it absorbs.
Absorbs.
You get higher from doing it that
You
way.
get higher from putting marijuana in your butt.
Something like that, yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
for any
you-
listeners, like,
You know, why? You know,
okay, look, mind
get-
you, this is coming from a guy. I don't know. I don't
Dude,
really know much. I didn't even know
that
what you're
does-
supposed to do with the shrooms. Okay, I
That doesn't
know.
make any sense. You get plenty high smoking marijuana, or even
Or
eating
edibles.
in brownies.
Yeah.
Why would you need to stick it up your butt? That
Guys,
I'm
I'm-
sorry, something doesn't
I'm
gel
serious.
here.
Like, we'll have. Maybe
I think
we'll look
maybe
it up
it's
later,
a different
but
drug. There maybe is a different drug that would
maybe
be
it's
better
something
for
different.
suppositories.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure
Heroin.
they said it was. I think they said weed.
I don't know what circles you run in, Josh.
Stop, Brad.
Is this why sometimes
just
when I
shit you
call
hear
you
from
just
people
don't
you
like
meet.
Oh,
you ignore
maybe
me?
it's a piece of crack you put.
I'm understanding why Josh ignores my phone calls.
The only
sometimes. I get it.
I'm busy putting
When he
crack
goes
up my-
MIA for fucking 2 days, I know why.
I'm busy putting crack up my.
Any crackheads out there that are worried about their teeth getting messed up? Hey, you don't have to worry
Shove it up
because
your ass.
crack will destroy your teeth.
Oh my god!
So now that problem solved.
Right?
Of course, I don't know what it will do to your butt, but I don't know.
Maybe it'll give him 2 cracks.
maybe you'll get a second hole.
Oh my
Got
gosh.
2 holes.
This has gone
Anyways,
off the
yeah,
rails. I thought
sorry.
this was kind of going to be a pretty serious
This is a
episode.
serious
So did I.
All right, you guys.
It's all
Fucking
Josh's
It's
fault.
not my fault. Fuck you.
Yes,
Brett.
it is. You're the one
You
who brought
threw
it
me in the
up.
loop. Saying I something
Started talking about drugs. Oh, wait a minute. That was me.
Son of a
Sorry.
bitch. Go ahead. So yeah, this is a long drive.
So this is a long drive. So,
Yeah, so-
this drive normally takes about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes.
yeah. You
I
comfort her.
started
you
it
console
at
her.
like 10:30
Sure.
because I had to stop because the weather.
Where did
so,
you end up plugging in? Where'd you end
Provo.
up? Oh, okay.
So I was down in Provo. I charged.
So you
and then-
got like 40 miles. And then
Yeah, I mean, I didn't charge fully. I mean, I think I got like, I added like 25% just enough to make sure that
so
I had
how long
enough
were
to
you
get
sitting there? 10 minutes or something?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I think that's cool to know just that some people think when you're charging your
It
Tesla,
takes forever.
it takes 4 hours.
No.
It doesn't.
Well, with a supercharger, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, which is
what he
Which
used.
is where I was at.
Which most of them are superchargers now, aren't they? Is there still charging that aren't superchargers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are plenty.
Do those not cost money? Do the superchargers cost money?
It depends on the location. Yes, most superchargers do cost money, but there are like the slower chargers that take longer, that do take the 4 to 5 hours. Depending on where you're at, sometimes they're free, sometimes they charge a little bit. So
Interesting. So you made it to Provo.
Yeah.
Plugged in for about 10, 15 minutes.
let her smoke, let her do her thing.
She was out smoking, doing her thing.
Talking on the phone.
She gets back in. You start
Gets back
driving.
in. Exactly.
And
That's
then
where I
you're starting to
discovered
console
talking
her.
to her
Yeah.
that find out that she's in recovery, she's doing good, which is where Josh got off track. So
Yeah,
I'll get us
sure.
back on track.
We're all on track.
So she
Right.
did she open up about the recovery and what her deal was?
She didn't too much, and it was one of those like with
I mean, you
everything
are a
going on.
stranger, but you
I
never
didn't
know.
What
pry.
is she recovering from? That's what I would have.
So
I'm curious. Is it alcohol? Is it drugs? Is it
Price
both?
is known for the harder drugs down there, so I would assume
that's weird.
something
What's
more
I'm
hard
like
surprised
meth or
meth.
or something
And
like
even
that.
heroin. I'm surprised at how much heroin is in Utah. That's really
yeah.
weird.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Go driving downtown at night. I got,
You've
like,
seen
I'm
him
dead
shooting
serious. I've seen people shooting up. That picture I sent you guys where the guy's just passed out. Brad says, "Oh, he's drunk or asleep." The fuck he is. His hat's upside down. He's
He
on
didn't
his
OD.
kneecap. That dude's either dead or
He's not dead.
I mean, I called people for him, but I don't.
you
I had
called
to leave.
911
Of
or-
course I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the dude's head's on his kneecap. His hat's upside down. Clearly, his head fell forward. Like he's out. But I see people just walking around, screaming at the air, swinging their arms wildly. Like there's a lot of crack. I hate to say it, but there's plenty of crackheads that come out at night.
Could be drugs or it could just be mental health. It
There's a
could just
lot.
be-
I think
Yeah.
it's just
A lot of
I
mental
think it's
health
a lot
problems.
of. I think it's a lot of.
I think a lot
crackheads.
of it is mental health, but yes, we do
I
have
think
a
it's
problem.
crack because I've talked to people. I even picked up not an officer, but he was like a narcotics specialist, and he said that there was a lot of like meth that comes out of what the hell is it? the Ogden area up north. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it gets sold
Interesting.
down here. Yeah,
Interesting. So there she is.
So there she
gets
is.
back in the car.
So we start driving, and like I was saying, like highway. So you take I-15 to Highway 6. Highway 6 is a windy road. It's a one-lane highway going each direction. Every now and again, you'll get a second lane to do passing or things like that. But by this point, the snow had started coming down. It's coming down pretty good. There's probably a good, 5-6 inches on the ground, like on the actual
On
road.
the road and no plows yet.
Exactly. So I'm going slower. I'm trying to take my time. I don't want to cause an accident. I don't want to be involved in an accident. But we have these big ass semis coming by. They're doing 50, 60 miles an hour, and they're just spraying
Yeah, that's so
snow all
fun.
over the
You're
place.
like, wow.
So this
Why not
ride
just
that
be careful?
exactly. This ride that should have taken an hour and a half took me about 3 hours. I didn't get to the drop off location till about 2:00 in the morning, and we started about 10:45.
okay.
And where'd you drop off? Was it a family member's house?
So we ended
they
up
didn't drop her off at the house where her mom was still
no.
dead
So
in the house.
I ended up meeting up with the boyfriend / ex-husband. I don't know what he was. So he kind of took her from there and was kind of consoling her, and that was that.
Okay.
So, but
Wow.
because the canyon was so treacherous that I had to go through, I knew that I didn't want to take that trek back. So I ended up staying the night in Price, got a hotel, and ended up just driving the next morning.
So that cost you money.
That cost me money.
Interesting.
Plus, I mean, there was a lot of snow too, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of in his best interest
Oh,
to
absolutely.
actually chill
Like,
until they started to plow.
If it took me that long to get
Yeah.
there, it would take me that long to come back.
And the
by
snow
that
was
time,
probably just going down.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
I mean,
just
it was
dangerous.
like, by
Unless
the
you
time
get
I would've
behind a
gone
plow,
home,
that's always nice.
yeah, but at 2 a.m, you're not going to get behind a plow. Not there. That's not their priority.
I mean, I have going to Park City, but that's different. Going up to Park, they
City,
plow
they
real
clear,
nice.
they
Yeah,
clear
Exactly.
constantly.
down to Price, old crackhead town. Apparently, apparently not.
Right.
Maybe they're not plowing. Yeah.
let's just keep that over there. We'll do that last.
Yeah.
So I ended up like finding a hotel. Like by the time I got to the hotel and got in, it was like 3:30.
Interesting.
And then I slept till about 8 o'clock, and then woke up and just came back. But the roads were plowed by that point.
Good. Interesting.
Wow, I find this fast. I love talking to you guys and hearing the instances or the Uber tales, just because I find it fascinating, all the stuff you guys do go through, and I wonder why the hell you do it, because it sounds like hard.
I mean, not always.
Not
I mean,
always.
but I mean,
Some
you know,
bits,
you never know when something like this is going to happen. So you never know how you can impact somebody or help somebody or just be there for them.
Or how it impacts you, because this type of experience
Absolutely.
for me personally, like if I had problems within my family, like I'd want to get those,
Did she talk
figured out and
about
stuff.
her relationship with her mom? Was it strained? Was it good? Did she say anything
She
about
did
that?
say that it was a good relationship with her mom.
It was.
They had kind of had some issues. Her mom had her young, so she was still kind of struggling with the drug issues and kind of being raised by a young parent who was still a child herself. So there was some of that, but she didn't really, get into specifics. No.
Well, like you were saying,
Yeah.
Joshua,
It
this
makes
kind
me
of makes
think,
you think
like,
about
yeah,
family.
Oh, absolutely.
family. Who knows
Family.
when your family's going to be gone?
Well, that's it. I think the
You
takeaway.
said 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
You found her like 2 hours after she found out.
So
her
she
mom's
told me
basically
like
dead.
her mom
Shit.
was just sitting there for
And
like 2 hours.
She's in the middle of
a
she's in the middle of a rehabilitation program herself, and like now mom's gone. Like
exactly. Well,
just-
yeah.
you don't know when this type of thing's gonna happen or where you're at in life. So
You
I
don't.
guess for anyone listening, like maybe really think that give that a good thing, because who knows how much time you have left, even though you're in the midst of
Right.
stuff in your own life. you
Well,
know?
and what I kind of told her was like, I know this seems hard right now, but just think about all the good that you've been doing with your sobriety. Just keep that up. Don't let yourself fall back into bad habits, and know that you're strong enough to handle whatever comes your way.
Well, that's good advice, but yeah.
So if you're listening out there, lady, call in and tell us
Absolutely.
how things happen. I'm sure she's listening to
Yeah.
the show.
This sounds. I didn't have the heart to pitch her on the podcast by no means. It was just more one of those like I was just trying to be there for her.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah. It's man. Sometimes I'd really be curious to know the rest of the story.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
still,
I think
even,
the takeaway here is
yeah.
for sure. Maybe family. Maybe think about maybe if you have some
Unresolved.
problems. Yeah, some unresolved stuff with family members or even friends or something. That maybe look at that and think about it. Was it really that big of a deal? Or maybe, hey, I could be the one to go and heal that, because there is a lot of regrets when people, family members or whatever, pass away, and there's and sometimes, at least I have found, that it seems like a lot of the stuff that everybody's pissed about usually is pretty
Patty.
trivial.
yeah.
It's trivial when you really look at it.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
and it's like, just think about that. Do you want this person you have a problem with or whatever to be gone and you not care? And if you don't, that person was horrible to you or whatever, no, we get it. But think about it. Maybe there's some healing, because I have found when you do that healing, it helps you just as much as it helps the relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so
I agree.
I think maybe this is a story to get us to think about that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
little
I mean,
eye-opener.
I guess don't take relationships for granted. Like you said, Bobby, yes, you can be pissed off at somebody. Yes, you can have your animosity towards them. But at the end of the day, it's still the connection, the human connection that matters. And don't let things stand in the way of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it. I think that's a good takeaway.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I mean, it's good to. We all have our trials, our problems, our tribulations. She obviously was working on herself, and we don't know that whole story. But then dealing with her mom's death, it's a tale for us all, right? To think
absolutely.
about and realize, just move forward, do the best you can in your life, and then maybe come at it from some forgiveness angles of being
Absolutely.
open
Or
to
grace. A little bit of grace for people.
Absolutely.
We all mess
We all
up.
make up. Yeah,
Everyone
mistakes.
messes up. Just a little bit of grace goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh.
Just a little-
Absolutely.
I like it. That got deep. It got good. Some good stuff. Sometimes we get cool on Overtales.
Yeah, sometimes when we dial in, when Brad's
Josh is
not
never
throwing us
cool.
off. Yeah. See,
I
that's
don't throw us
that's
off.
the problem. Right? Shut the fuck up over there.
Dude,
We're having ourselves a nice
You
little
two, I can't
therapeutic
take
moment.
can't take you two anywhere.
We can never have a nice moment with
Oh
you
my
because
God.
you're always fucking late.
Shut up, Brad. Damn it. We're talking about family and healing.
Oh,
Not
you-
Love you
about
too,
lateness.
Josh.
you listeners don't get to see all of the texts that those two are back and forth. Oh my gosh. Screw you! Blah, blah, finger point. It's the emojis are all fingers. It's like I showed that to Monique today. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that's hilarious." You guys are fun to
Right. Well, it's
read
all in
your
good
text.
fun. And I know Josh knows that.
Now we have officially on this podcast revealed the name of Bobby's wife.
We have.
There you go.
Bobby.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at his face.
Whoa. She's gonna really appreciate that.
Right.
Yeah, let's just gloss over that. I may have to delete that.
Yeah, just like fuck Josh for pointing it out.
Right.
Yeah. She don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
She don't care. All right.
All right. Yeah,
So,
that's an
we got
episode.
any delights or gripes? Any
What about you,
gripey
Joshua?
delighties?
Yeah. So I'll go with a delight. You know, I think it's delight when the writers have a little bit of grace. Actually, like she showed Brad when she said, "Yeah, go ahead and charge," because I've actually been in a moment where I was like, "Wait a second, I need to go grab some gas." And I had this guy. It was
Gas
a
is different than
40,
charging.
whatever. It's a 40.
dumbass.
It's the same fucking difference. You got to stop and pull off. Like that's their time. You're supposed to be driving them, but now you need to take some of their time to go do whatever you got to do. And the cool thing is, this particular guy, it was a 40-minute drive. This particular guy was like, "Hey, you want me to buy you anything?" He had to buy me a Snickers bar, even though I didn't ask
You're
for
a
anything.
dick.
I didn't ask for anything. I
Fucking
don't want no
liar.
damn. I don't even eat Snickers. Anyways,
Here, have
you
a
know.
Snickers bar.
But yeah, he bought the full.
I loaded up.
king
Give me
size
a bag
too.
of Doritos and some beef
right.
jerky.
Yeah.
Beef jerky is
Yeah,
expensive,
Jerky's
man.
Is, yeah, it was expensive. It's like $30.
Did you give me a bag, that big 15-pound bag of beef jerky that's like $400? I'd love it. Could you grab me that real quick?
Yeah, but no, that was so.
I'd love that.
But from this guy, you know, and me and him, we got along exceptionally well. But I was like, wow, that's, you know, I was like, no, I said, I'm gonna grab some gas. But I really appreciated his just understanding, you know. It was,
Yeah.
You know, so that's it. Again, grace goes a long way. It's like you know, being
does.
I
understanding.
like it how you've put the delight into the whole situation of the
course.
the
Of
episode.
course.
Very
Yeah.
very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's
job.
a legitimate thing, you know,
Yeah. Can you do that as well, Brad?
No.
because he's an asshole. I think that's the note we
you-
should leave off on. Brad's an asshole.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm not
Finger
denying
emojis
it.
for Brad.
Brad's like, whatever. I don't care.
I don't care. I am
That's
who
why
I
you're
am.
an asshole.
You guys are
Because
so
Brad
funny.
don't care.
So
I
do
don't.
you have a gripe or delight though? Anything?
No, I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
Well, okay. Well, what are you doing? Oh, I see
Josh
it.
likes to play with my nipples.
On
Is it
the
your
show.
nipples? Is it?
You tell me.
Oh my gosh, you too. I can't take you anywhere. All right. This has been another episode of who knows what the hell this is. Uber Tales, don't shoot the driver. We'll see you next time.
I was like, just shoot us. Yeah, just put us out of our misery.
Right.